Hey, yo, we got Aquamarine, How I Met Your How I Met Your Mother. I am tired. Are You My Mother parody t-shirts on Teespring right now. Some of you did not like the version of the little square that looks like a book in the middle of the t-shirt. So now we have two versions. You can get that version, but you can also get this version that is transparent and we have different colors and it comes with men's and women's t-shirts. So get that on Teespring. It's available till May 28th and the art was done by Kitsune Zakuro. Very talented. Go subscribe to her channel. Leave the link in the description below and we'll leave the links to the two t-shirts below. So go check out the things. That's it. Okay, thanks, bye. What is going on, guys? This is Michael Williams from Cartoon Universe, and I'm joined once again with Hailey, and we are going to discuss what we believe the meaning of Lars's head is going to be, and this is going to be the last episode of the hour-long Wanted Homeworld special. So, just coming off initial thoughts, what do you think Lars's head could possibly mean?
Well, about Lars's head.
The end. Thank you guys for watching. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I got. I'm just gonna. Okay, so basically, I'm pretty sure a lot of the speculation so far would be, it's about Steven's powers, and he gets into Lars's head, or he's just somehow able to see through Lars's eyes, perhaps. So those are my initial thoughts. I don't know where else where it could go, because that means probably they'd be split up, which we speculated for the last episode. Off colors, that would make sense if say Lars went to the zoo, that Steven would somehow use his telepathic empathy or one of his powers to communicate with Lars somehow. Even though they're separated. So that's what I thought at first.
Yeah, that seems to be the general consensus, that Steven will end up going into Lars's head again and using his body for whatever reason he needs to, since they are going to be split up for some period of time. They are split up after stuck together, so it could be, I don't know, that's because it's the last episode and we see the trial, we see them together. Unless they're together all throughout Lars's head and that's the last episode and they're finally meeting up again, and it's not actually taking place during the middle of the arc, that is a possibility. Another possibility is that Lars is sentenced to death or something like that. I don't think Lars is going to die, for the record. A lot of people think he's going to die because of this leak. I'll have a picture up on the screen right now. A lot of people think that's Lars's head, which I agree. But I don't think he's going to die. This is not that type of show. That would be completely out of the tone of the show for an innocent minor, or he might not be a minor, but an innocent human person to just die like that. I don't think they would ever do that, especially on screen. That would be way too dark. Even Avatar didn't kill any innocent characters really like that, and when they did, it was completely off screen and it was minor characters. So I don't see that happening, but maybe he's sentenced to death and it's sort of like the Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland, where it's oh, off with this head. So it could be a reference to that somehow. Other than that, by this point, I think the Moonstone video should be up, so go check that out. But I will mention that I think Moonstone may be able to unlock different gems / people's memories and project them as a hologram. So maybe we're seeing things that are in Lars's head, which maybe would be able to give us even more depth to his character and what he's thinking and his emotions, because we saw him kind of open up and stuck together for the first time, really, for the most part. It kind of opened up in Island Adventure, but this is the first time he's really truly coming out with his feelings. So maybe we can get even more character development there, maybe see what he truly feels about Steven, even because he's been kind of a jerk to Steven for the most part. But maybe you can see that he has kind of a brotherly relationship deep down inside. I'm not sure how that would all tie together. Maybe they're kind of trying to testify this human is innocent, Steven is innocent potentially, especially if he does get a lawyer. And even though Steven will probably plead guilty on purpose as to just get it over with, and just deal with the consequences of Rose Quartz's actions, maybe they're trying to humanize them and make the Diamond see that they're not these disgusting vermin that they think they are.
Yeah, so I don't know, Steven could kind of mind control Lars into saying stuff, or is that what you're saying? Or
no, just if Moonstone were to project certain memories that kind of make them realize these are people with emotions and dreams and lives and stuff like that, something like that. Steven making Lars say certain things. I don't know how that would happen if this is after the trial. What happens in the trial? That's what I really want to know. What is his sentence? what happens that he would even be able to control Lars? That's my question.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so you think this will be some, I mean, assuming Steven does use one of his powers, you think it'll be something like what we saw last time in the new Lars, or will it be something more like how it was with Blue Diamond? Because now Steven's closer to Lars as a person, probably, or by this time.
Yeah.
You think maybe he could like just talk to Lars in his head while Lars is awake, instead of like possessing him like he did before.
Have we seen that before? Like while they're awake?
Not with humans. Only with when Steven's asleep, he's been able to talk to gems and they're awake.
True.
Like with Lapis, or when she was Malachite, and also the cluster, if that counts, I guess. And then whatever happened with Blue Diamond, even though he wasn't really talking to her, he was just seeing her through her eyes. But his powers keep changing, so you never know. Like,
yeah, they do keep changing and evolving, and he's constantly getting better at his power. So that is actually a possibility. I'm curious how that would work, like while Lars is awake, because I feel like with the Malachite thing, it was more of an esoteric symbolism type of thing, because it was a fusion. So he was like going into that fusion's head, theoretically. So he's able to talk to Lapis within that fusion, so it's like more magical and metaphysical and stuff like that. With Lars, like how would they represent that? Would Lars just hear voices in his head, I guess? That's like the only thing I could really think of.
Something like, or they could both be in the head, like in Alone. Wait, Alone Together? No, it was where they seek with Garnet and Stevani. Oh my gosh.
Oh, Here Comes a Thought.
Yeah, that episode.
Well, I think Garnet literally manifested an alternate realm for that.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's the same thing, but I guess Steven might have that power. Why not?
Yeah, well, he has like all the powers.
Yeah, he has all. Give Steven all the powers. Yeah, I think that pretty much covers it. A lot of questions. There's just so much to cover from this promo and like the episode titles. Like there's a lot of possibilities and a lot of possible ways this could go. I feel like everyone's guessing. Like I feel like it's not going to go any way that anybody's been guessing so far. Like maybe like little details here and there, but I feel like the overall arc might completely take us by surprise.
That happens quite often, so you never know.
Yep. But here we are anyway. But what do you guys think of Lars's head? What do you think it's going to mean? Is Steven going to be telepathically communicating with Lars, controlling Lars? Does it mean something else entirely? Is he gonna die? Let us know in the comments down below. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe and hit that little notification bell to be notified when we cover more Steven Universe stuff. We have a lot to cover regarding Wanted, the hour-long special. And if you enjoyed this video, leave a like. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.
See you then.